Now have good day. Now have good day. I am Christmas and now I go my way.
At the very end of every Twelfth Night celebration, Father Christmas gives a speech, a Now Have Good Day speech, which is sort of a closure on one particular year and a poem of optimism, I think, for the future, but it's also saying goodbye to those whom we might not ever see again.
I take my leave of king and knight and earl and baron and lady bright. It's a lovely narrative about change, passing on. We have our time. It's time to move on. Now have good day.
It talks about the way that things move on and that there's always a wonderful bright horizon out there no matter what, whether it's a returning of the same familiarity that you're used to or if it's something new.
And of the good Lord of this hall, I take my leave. It has particular gravity this year because it is the 40th and final one. So with the last Now Have Good Day, it really is signing off. Now have good day.
Imagine if a circus crashed into an opera that crashed into a pageant with a symphonic chorus attached. And that's maybe half of what Twelfth Night is.
It's a play, and it's about the battle of that internal fight between the dark part of the year and the light part of the year.
We weave around a new plot into it every year, which is really a good versus evil, light versus dark.
We will bring winter to Timor, a kingdom of darkness, of cold, of endless ice.
It's always a story of hope. It's always a story of believing that the goodness, the innate goodness in the world and in people will, light the way.
It's about good triumphing and the positive things in life. No matter what happens to you, no matter what gets in your way, you'll always move forward and hopefully be looking at better things in the end.
Your yearly death is just another step on the journey through time and life.
If you can imagine putting on a show that in a normal theater would probably take about 6 to 8 weeks to put up, condensed down to 15 days, that's Twelfth Night.
What makes it unique is that you can't believe that there's a show every year.
You are aware that something nearly impossible is being, brought into existence on essentially just sheer hard work and just basically it's being loved into existence.
1, 2, 3, go!
Black spirits in white!
The things that happen before Christmas are only auditions, as many production meetings as we can find scheduling for.
Awesome job!
Then the stage building happens, but that can't start until Christmas Pops is over, and then rehearsals start the 26th.
Wreath kids are at the very end behind
the cast is usually around 100 people. You have at least, I would say, 140 people in the chorus. Then you've got a band of around 10 people, I think. But you've got, the Westerly Morrismen, the bagpipers.
We actually have some wonderful volunteers who come and cook for us while we're here every day.
You're talking about 60 people who are costuming, almost 100 people and building a set and doing full stage lighting and 2 weeks.
This year we have 12 days to put it all together. And that all comes out to, we've calculated as 12 full days of 12 hours. So 144 hours to piece together a production that involves over 300 performers.
If I hadn't seen it happen 34 times, I wouldn't think it was possible, but lo and behold.
So many of the people here, including most of the staff, were little Christmas kids when I started 19 years ago, and now they're running the place.
I'm a September baby, so allegedly, and I have no memory of this, of course, but in January of 1978, I was on stage as infant.
My dad used to build the set and do a lot of the tech work, and I know he was in the show a couple times, and my mom sings in the chorus, so I've been in the building since I was born.
I started singing as a treble in the Chorus of Westerly in '95, so this will be my 20th year of Twelfth Night. And it was not an easy decision to say that we were going to hang it up, but I think it is the right step for us, and it's the right way for us to move forward.
Yeah, I really don't have the word yet for how I feel about the change.
It's a question of I think, heading out, and I'm going to steal a phrase from Walt Whitman, toward the unknown region. Twelfth Night, this will be the 40th Twelfth Night, and so there's many of us, both of our principal employees they never lived in a world without Twelfth Night. I have never lived in a world without Twelfth Night. So I think the idea is to head out into a world without Twelfth Night, at least for a few years, to see where that tide takes us.
Another year I trust I shall make merry in this hall.
It has been 40 years, it's been 40 great years, and we thought that this was a good time to kind of let it go out on a high note and
now have good day.
Use those resources that we put into Twelfth Night every year to see what other things we can do. Kind of look for our new traditions, you know, our next Twelfth Night. What's our next Twelfth Night going to be?
Yet for my sake, make you good cheer. Now, have good day.
Just when you think the show is over and the audience starts to clap, all of a sudden the lights dim and the stars that are hanging in the background brighten, and you're kind of looking around wondering what's going on exactly, and then this beautiful bell sounds.
The bell that was given to us many years ago was given in honor of Ann Utter, who was sort of our founder of this particular production, the first producer and writer, and they gave it to her right before she passed. And the bell says Ann's name on it, and it's rung 12 times.
And of course this year, where this is the last of this 12th night, it is very, I think it's emotional, which is why I'm doing the ending with the 12 bells differently than it's ever been done before. It's the first time the bell has ever been on stage. It's normally in back. The very final show on Sunday, I'm asking each department that helps put 12th Night together to elect one member to do the final tolling. So each department will give one ring. And sort of a way to say goodbye to Anne and a way to say goodbye to Twelfth Night.
It is very difficult to say farewell to anything or to anyone, but change is a part of life, and actually Twelfth Night is all about the seasons and life changing and about new things growing. There's a carol that the chorus sings at the very end of it, which is Candlemas Eve, and the last line is, thus times do shift, thus times do shift. New things succeed as former things grow old. Things change and times shift, but that joy and optimism remains. And whatever we do next with the Chorus of Westerly, I have full confidence it'll be equally as wonderful as what we're doing right now.